here with Vince Hawksworth, Chief Executive of TrustPower, rated by analysts as one of the top energy companies in the country year after year at this stage. But long on retail, shorter on generation, can you give us a bit of an idea around what are the main challenges facing TrustPower, perhaps with reference to the current declining hydro storage situation?
Well, look, I think the current situation is all about risk management. We pride ourselves in understanding that really well. Clearly, we have a short-term hydrological hiccup, if you like. It's drier than it has been for a while. But there are lots of ways of managing risk. TrustPower's got its own storages. We look after those carefully. We've now got a liquid hedge market, and I think that's just such a great improvement. So the ASX is providing an opportunity to manage risk. We work with our customers in terms of how their needs come up in this whole process. So we work collaboratively with them about the risks that we see. So I think the market is actually dealing with these issues really well, and they're issues that TrustPower sees as opportunities to manage our business more effectively. So really not stressed about it because I think there are a suite of tools available to us to manage the issue.
Do you think the message is getting through to customers, though, that we are heading into a dry year and that could be the situation?
Well, I suppose given the $10 per customer per week penalty that the EA's put in place, if we actually had to impinge on mass market customers around this, customers probably don't know too much about it unless they've seen the lakes. But that changes people's risk behaviour. So in that sense, I suppose the idea was that customers shouldn't be affected by it. I think for larger users, what they can see and have some comfort in is the forward ASX curve gives them a clear view of where pricing is sitting. So the transparency of all of that, I think, is good for major users. And at the end of the day, we want an industry which isn't about who can lobby the referee the most, but a set of rules that give a good outcome. We really think that post-event ad hoc intervention is the worst thing that can happen.
Sure. Now, TrustPower's in an interesting situation at the moment with several of your major competitors undergoing some major change, becoming listed in the stock exchange, first up with Mighty River Power in the third quarter. What are the implications for TrustPower, and do you see any major challenges or market changes as a result of these measures?
Well, I think we're on record as saying we're supporters of the mixed ownership model. We think it'll be good for consumers. We think it'll be good for the industry. Why is that? Well, two major reasons. One is we think that the decisions around new projects will be made on economic grounds, and we won't muddle the potentially strategic imperative. And the second is that there will be a focus on economic returns in those businesses, and perhaps we can all stop counting ICPs as a way of describing retail success, because it should be about exceptional service to customers and good returns to shareholders.
So greater commercial discipline across the board.
Absolutely, just very clear discipline. And I can say from my last 2 years, fronting up to the analysts is always pretty sobering.
Okay, so a bit of a change there. Now, one of the things we've had this week is the release of a Green Growth Advisory Council report talking about leveraging in some areas New Zealand's clean, green and renewables as part of that. What work is TrustPower doing in this space, and what do you think is the sort of potential there for energy companies to leverage some of these services offshore?
Well, we own a 100 megawatt wind farm in South Australia at Snowtown. We're continuing to develop our Australian wind opportunities. But I think the disciplines that one needs to have, no matter which market you're in, are about understanding the market. I think they've been about finding really good projects, because the one thing that the markets will never forgive you for is poor investments. I think New Zealand has intellectual property in renewable areas, obviously geothermal and wind and hydro, but one shouldn't think that the markets that we can go into are full of people that we can somehow make suboptimal decisions because we know best. So I think the thing to always remember in these investments is that there are very smart people in those markets, and we have to have a point of difference. We shouldn't kid ourselves about those points of difference.
Okay, but what about the size of the opportunity? I mean, do you view it as something that's going to be an increasingly important part of TrustPower's business into the future?
Well, potentially our investments in Australia could be, from a physical generation perspective, as big as our current generation portfolio in New Zealand. So, is it a big thing? Yes, it's a very big thing. But we approach these things with caution, and we have to be able to make a return that satisfies our shareholders. So, great opportunity, but we're going to be careful not to drop the ball along the way.